G'day and welcome to the wrong way down. And, oh no, did I really just start when the sun is going down? My challenge today is, well, it's not just going to be today. This is going to take me a lot longer than today, I strongly suspect, if I even manage to succeed today, because death is very, very likely. Stuck in the snow. Why am I stuck? Yeah. This is the Moon rover. So this is basically the survival pod with the most limited of... Why do I keep getting stuck? Oh, I think I know why. I think I might be getting stuck on the literal pole. Because as you can see from the compass, I am very much right at... Stuck again. At the North Pole. Not only is my driving going to be a challenge, the terrain is going to be a challenge, but also I've got Assertive Installations on here, which means there are drones that are going to attack me if I get too close to any of the bases that spawn. Which is obviously potentially going to be the thing that ends up killing me. I've been trying to think of some ways to survive them, and really the only way I can think of doing that is by trying to collect enough material that I can build something large grid. Because with only small grid, I'm not going to be able to refine any materials for ammunition, and also I'm not going to be able to outrange the drone's cannons. Which, you know, that's not going to end well at all. I am hoping to take advantage of the fact that I've started on the pole and use the hydrogen engine for power, because having snow to start off with should work nicely for that. Can't really use wind... Oh, that's not good. Can't really use wind turbines since I'm going to be on the move most of the time. And solar panels are pretty slow to generate power, so they're not going to be ideal either. Let's turn our spotlights on, and let's fix this flickering on and off of these interior lights. And better radius, that's nice. Alright, may as well head to this unknown signal and collect a few materials from that. Seems as good a target as any. You could say it's an obsession with large grid, but I really would have preferred to make this small grid because the weight tends to be much better, but I am going to need a refinery and I am going to need an assembler, so without making it really top heavy, large grid's the only way. These wheels are really not set up ideally for this. Power. Height offset. Speed. There we go, that's better. Hey! Now we've got risk. Nice. So I have got a few mods running. One of the mods I've got is a longer range spotlight. And if we ever get into proper nighttime, you will see why. The Skybox I've got is the Milky Way high resolution one, which means at night it gets pitch dark. As you can see, there's almost no detail visible in that mountain over there, and that will be basically how it always ends up. And hopefully this is a smooth ride down to this unknown signal. I should probably get rid of those thrusters so I don't have the temptation to use them, since I'm going to try and move the main vehicle across the ground the entire way. Yeah, I probably should make those rear wheels non-steerable. That is a very good point. Yeah, Terry, it is possible to make this, to make a full base out of something that's just... Oh, not this one. Ugh, I hate that one. However, I like that there's magnesium beneath me, so I think this is a good place to stop for a moment, and I'm just going to ignore that unknown signal, because those things are a nightmare to catch, those spinning ones. Oh, right. Tools. Oh, no. Okay, that's just a cargo ship. Inventory. So as you might have guessed, I put those tools in there because I have got spawn without tools enabled, which means if I die, I don't get ammunition on spawn every time because I'm just sadistic or masochistic that way. While I would very much like to have Cat back here, unfortunately he does work Saturdays as it is early Saturday morning here. In fact, the sun is still not up here. Thanks, True Joshy and Jason. Very kind. Fingers crossed this new series isn't just a compilation of me dying in the first 10 minutes every single time. Now, how am I going to move things on here? Oh, wait. I think I left... Oh, I did. I left progression on. That's going to make this a bit more interesting. Well, I guess we try and build one of these first. Oh, what? Oh, no, there's more. There we go. Now, maybe the thing to do here would be to build a medium cargo on the back and then extend out our wheelbase with an extra pair. As many... What am I doing? So I'm thinking I'm going to try and get a decent amount of resources collected and then I'll stop and put together a large grid rover once I've got a bit of stuff prepped rather than just starting right away, as it would be nice to make it at least somewhere while I've got 24-hour daylight or nearly 24-hour daylight. Yeah, lose focus. I don't think that's much of a challenge when it comes to me. Well, this 5 kit doesn't want to hold those. Fine. Fine. What else do I want to unlock quickly? I don't think there's much I need to do right now. I do want to build a few things though. So, let's start by that's at the rear of me. Yep. Digging down and hopefully get into some dirt in not too short a time. Not too long a time. And I'm also going to dig down to that magnesium because I do want to collect a bit before I get away from it. Because ammunition is going to be key to me actually making it anywhere once the drones start attacking. The joys of mining by hand. Always a fun way to start things out. Oh wait, what do I need to do to unlock the hydrogen engine? That beeping is taunting me. Ah, just need to build the O2H2. Sweet. I know it's there, I know it's close, but I just can't do it, because that one just ends up being an absolute nightmare to do. The only reason I took those things out was because I was afraid that I might accidentally grind it the whole way down. There we go. Now we've got the hydrogen engine, so we'll be able to get extra power on board if we need it. I didn't make that rover at all. That rover is your default rover start when you start on the moon. Because on the moon you don't have any atmosphere, so they needed to give you a start where you weren't dropping with a parachute. So I figured it was the most basic way I could start out and at least keep it vanilla in terms of the start. Even though I was tempted to make the most ridiculous rover to start off with.
Inventory full.
Or start with the old version of the tick. Alright. Now, hopefully, I will collect enough stuff that I can put together a medium cargo container and then we can get some magnesium and then get back on the move.
Inventory full.
Ah. Stuck. Alright. Medium cargo. Alright. Sweet. Build planner comes in handy. Yay. I actually quite like their implementation of easy inventory. It's
Inventory full.
a lot better than I thought it might have been. Plus, I do like the middle mouse button bind for it. Now, this could be a problem. The heavier I make this, the more I'm going to run into weight distribution problems with this. Hey, Mako. Thanks for that. You've pretty much missed me driving about 300 meters, finding a silly unknown signal that's spinning away from me, yet still close enough that I can hear it beeping. And then grabbing a bit of stone so that I've got at least a few materials to work from when I inevitably blow up one of my wheels. And shortly, I'm going to dig down to that magnesium and collect some of it. Hopefully get everything. No! Dang it. That's annoying. That's changed that I hadn't realized. So when I was right-clicking with my welder on that build, it kept adding it to the build queue instead of giving me... In fact, I want to just do something quickly before I forget. Instead of giving me the ability to drop everything that I was holding into the construction without actually building it. Did not realize that was a thing. I wonder if it was because I was slightly looking at the inventory port. The plan for this stream, like most of mine, is to go for just underneath that silly YouTube 4-hour thing so that people watching after the fact don't end up with a missing first part of the stream. So we're only a few minutes in anyway, so it's got ages to go. Assuming I survive that long. Oh, also, the condition I'm kind of working from is that if I lose my respawns, so if I haven't got any backup spawn, I would have to restart at the North Pole, but I'm planning, once we find some silver, and once we've got an assembler, to build a couple of sort of checkpoints along the way. So some ability to go back and start from there rather than going all the way back. Kind of giving myself my own save points along the way sort of thing. Thanks, guys. Very kind to become members. How much magnesium do you reckon I need? Probably a few thousand will be enough for the moment, although I'm going to regret that at some point later. I guarantee it. I think I need to build a cockpit to be able to get some wheels. And the more I weigh this down, the more I think I'm going to need some. That's probably all I can do for now. Maybe if I put... Ooh, that's an idea. Have I got any access up here? Yes, I do. I'm going to put another medium cargo on top of the drone on top of the vehicle at the front here, so that I've got a bit more even weight distribution. Because I think we all know... Hey! Steve became a member! Oh, if only it was the blue cobalt rock. And... Oh wait, hang on. Let me see if I can do it this way. Ore blocks. Let's add a medium cargo. Add components to production queue. That should do the trick. And then if I put a medium cargo at the front there and load it up with magnesium and stone and things, I should end up with a much, much better weight distribution. At least until I build better wheels or more wheels at the rear and kind of basically remodel the entire thing, since it's terribly designed for the purpose I'm using it for. Especially now that that's completely full. Whoa! Oh, right. There we go. Beeping's gone. Oh boy. That scared the bejesus out of me. I thought I was under attack. Okay. And just a little more stone, and then I'm... what else is going to be in this spot? I'll find another spot, I'm sure. It's time to get moving. Been sitting still too long. I wish I was... Oh, that would be an awesome mod for a mode like this. The longer you sit still, the more you get attacked, as opposed to the opposite, which is what's going to happen, which is the longer I keep moving, the more chance I have of getting attacked. How do I play without the hand drill collection mod? Usually by trying to not hand drill for very long and getting away from hand drilling as quickly as possible. Oh, if only Capac was strapped to a rocket right now. No, I'm sure Capac is... Well, since it is not yet sunrise here, I'm sure Capac is still probably sleeping. But he will be working today, so unfortunately he can't join me for these streams. At least at this time of day. Which tends to be a better time of day for most people not on my side of the world. Okay. Alright, let's grab the hydrogen bottle. And just a little more stone, and then we'll get in our way.
Inventory full.
That'll do. Okay, time to reset these wheels. We are going to need a lot more suspension strength. Yep, that's better. And rear wheels, which are... Come on. Really? I had not noticed that before. All of the wheels are right wheels, so the the tread on the wheels on the left goes the wrong way. Now, let's try steering off on those. Oh! How did I get that right first time? That's unheard of for me. As some of you might have been noticing, I do also have a compass, which is a mod. And I figured since I am trying to head south consistently, a compass mod was probably a good idea. As it will make it a lot easier for us to know that I'm heading in the right direction. Plus, it means you know exactly when I've gotten to the pole because it all goes crazy. Let's maybe go uphill a bit. Thanks, Rasmus. About 4 hours, hopefully a little bit under, even though I have a bad habit of going about 20 to 30 minutes over. Think of this like a mini-series. I'm expecting... just 1 second. I'm expecting to probably go across maybe 2-3 streams, depending on how long it actually takes me to get anywhere. If I come up with a very good vehicle design, I may well manage to get this done quicker, but that's that's also going to depend on how much I end up getting attacked by drones. And if it ends up getting too easy, I have some plans to make this more difficult for myself. Something I was working on over the last couple of days is a small extra challenge to the air traffic mod that Lucas made for Modular Encounters, which makes most of the atmospheric cargo ships also spawn drones that will come and hunt me down. Those drones are the drones that I've got in my Assertive Installations mod, which happen to be ones that won't show up on your radar until they are almost within strike range. So unless you are paying attention to the skies, you may not see them coming. Now let's see if I can... Oh, that's a bit steep. At least this terrain's fairly nice if I stay on the snow. Oh, silicon. I suppose I'm going to have to pick some spot somewhere to properly stop and build at least the basics first. A spot near some silicon and I think silicon, nickel and iron go together, so that might... I wonder. Jacob, I think YouTube takes a bigger cut, though I'm not 100% sure. I'm reasonably sure that YouTube takes a bigger cut of things. YouTube and Twitch are about identical in that regard. Oh geez. Okay, that bit looks steep. I'm going to try and get down into this valley. Oh boy. These little crags are going to be the bane of my existence throughout this trip, trying to avoid any of those sharp bits. And that's another reason to go large grid, because the large grid wheels can usually cope with those things. Now, sun's going to be going that away. Oh great, this is all going to get very dark. This is all going to get very, very dark soon. And this is what I was talking about earlier, is this nighttime mod, this skybox, because there's so little visible light in the sky, the ambient light is very, very low. Okay, come on. I just want to try and get down onto that relatively flat area ahead of me. Whoa! Before it gets too dark. Oh no. Ah, I might be able to get around to my right here. Maybe? Oh, that's right. Maybe I'll be able to do something to help you guys see, even if I can't. I was fiddling with something like what I do in the edited videos for when it's way too dark for you guys to see, and that I can do in OBS, which I will set up shortly if it ends up being really dark in a second. Oh no, that's not as wide as I thought it was going to be. maybe just this way. Ah, come on. I thought I'd found a nice way to get down here. Nope. That one's not a safe path. Is this one? Oh, that was another limitation I was thinking I would do for myself. I'm not going to let myself make a flying Pathfinder drone either. Because if I did that, I'd always find a reasonably good way to travel forward. I want to have that possibility of ending up with myself stuck in a blind-ended canyon where the only way out is to either dig my way or bridge my way or some other method without using thrusters to get my way out of it. Come on. Maybe. This looks reasonably good for getting me down to that plateau. Or not. Okay. I'm pretty sure you guys can't see squat in that dark. So I'm going to try something. I think it was in this. That. That. Filters. Hopefully that makes it a little bit easier for you guys to see. And looks like, from at least what I can see of the stream, it's about the same, probably a little bit brighter than what I've got visible to me, because I know YouTube often makes things a bit darker. Combat drone. That's an interesting one. Maybe I'd allow myself the use of missiles, but not something that I can direct, like something that's going to be destroyed, as opposed to something that's hoping to survive. And it looks like I found a dead end. Is parachuting allowed? Oh yeah, parachuting's got to be allowed. Especially since might be well known for not packing enough of them sometimes. Anyone who watched the Engineer Core streams will know exactly what I'm talking about there. Wonder if this unknown signal will be grabbable. Maybe I'll head for that and I'll park wherever it lands. Because this is getting darker and more dangerous. And I would like to get a very basic large grid rover built. Yeah, thanks, Wasted. I wondered if you would hear that comment. I did pack them, I just gotta pack enough. I suppose at some point I've got to do some sort of challenge on how to get to space. But I was thinking a fun build challenge would be set up an ultra large planet with high gravity so that you would have to use a staged rocket. Because then you'd have a really long a long distance between surface and space. As I was toying with SE Toolbox the other day and making giant planets. And I think the atmosphere ended up being like 70 kilometers or so thick in the planet that I made. But something with like 5 or 6G and that sort of thickness, you'd have to use a staged rocket, even in Space Engineers, which I reckon would be kind of cool. Am I going to find a way up this bit? Or am I just going to keep driving around it in circles? Oh, that looks promising. Ish. Oh, geez, that's steep. Whoa. Yeah. That was a little hop. No hops. Hops are bad. This is very steep. And I'm very back heavy. I should possibly move all that magnesium to the front cargo. Ugh. 500 meters, and then we're just going to call it for moving at night, and then try and get a basic large rover with some production facilities on board. Come on. Yeah, okay, good. Please don't be another one of the same drone, same thing. I'll just be rude. Oh, phew. Okay. Park brake on. Where's my special prize? Ah, yay, another leopard suit. Oh, that's handy though. Okay, the first thing I want is a better set of tools. That is so needed right now. Let's grab a few of those and light armor block. Let's start this thing. We want a... What am I wanting? I need a couple of wind turbines. I need a basic refinery and a basic assembler. That's it. Basic refinery. Basic assembler. Do. May as well use wind turbines while I can, since I'm not gonna... Whoops. Have them later. I know I can place them sideways, I just didn't want to place that one sideways. Oh, dang it, I'm so not going to get used to that. That changed behavior. I'd actually quite liked using the right click to place stuff into my builds thing that the welder used to do. Dang it. That's the only keybind that's changed with the build planner that I don't like. Everything else I'm quite happy with. Alright. So I'm going to say get the basic refinery and assembler up as a fixed grid, and then I'll start using them to make the materials for the large grid rover. Alright. G menu. We want a basic refinery. We're going to need a fair bit more iron. And luckily, I think this counts as rock, so it should be nice to drill just from the surface. Whoa, that was weird. Wait, was that something spawning? Oh, that was something spawning in. I think it was the hunchback. Now, I deliberately, very deliberately, didn't add the mod to make this whole thing near impossible for me at the start, so that I could get a few things up and going before I start getting attacked by any nasties while I'm just sitting around. Okay, I need to get a fixed drill rig on somewhere, and soon. Ooh, actually, I could probably put one on here. What do I need for that? I'm going to need a few... I'm totally doing that. I want that. And then I want those. And I do not have drills yet. What do I need to get a drill? Basic refinery. Dang it! Alright, fine. Have to do the refinery first, which means I have to get all of this by hand first. Fred, yes, this is a full unedited attempt at a challenge of sorts, I guess. That is hopefully going to go okay. Maybe. Alright, that's fine. That's almost done. Have I got enough? Might just grab one more load of stone by hand. So my thinking is I'll just add a drill or, well, one to each side of the little rover. And have it so that I can... So I'll attach it to each side of that battery up there and just have them dangling down on the sides. Then I should just be able to scrape mine these patches of rock and do so much more quickly to collect stuff than if I did it by hand. Right, 6 computers to go. Let's just move those to the back of the queue. Hey, overcomplication is my thing. You know it's gonna happen. It worked for the Ultra Dolph. There we go. Now, we can build these. Let's grab a few of those. And let's get our small grid version. Yep. Nope. That's large grid. 1, 2. Get rid of that. Add to production queue. 2 components could not... No, drills need tubes, don't they? Oh no. Have I got 8 large steel tubes? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Does the hydrogen thruster have large steel tubes? Has 2. We are 2 large steel tubes short of getting 2 drills. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Alright, fine. Let's get rid of these thrusters. We'll build 1 drill and hope that it's not so lopsided that this thing just collapses over sideways. And try and bring the drill as close to the side as possible, since it's going to be lopsided. This won't be any use to me, obviously, for getting anything but ice or stone, but at least it'll be useful for getting ice and stone. The reason I'm not making the assembler just yet is I don't want to have to collect the material for it by hand. What? Didn't I pick up interior plate? Oops. Thought I had. Okay. That should... Now, how big's this drill? Okay, I'm going to need to go up a bit. Gah. Dang, antenna knocking me off. Alright, I'm just going to have to hover doing this. I'm trying to conserve stuff, but I probably don't need to, since I'm surrounded by ice right now. So my idea is to put the drill on a piston, which is why I want to make this a bit taller. One, two. And... Wait, what? Dang it. I have to build batteries? I have to... Grrr. Alright, fine. Can't do this yet. I can, however, make a fixed drill, which will scrape anyway. So I'm just going to do that first. Since apparently I can't build any pistons yet. Now, is that going to allow me to fit this drill? Yes. Is the drill as low as it can go? Yes. Alright. Works for me. One more computer. And we have ourselves a drill. Aha! Alright, that's going to save me a bit of time. Block tools. In fact, let's also have a toggle on off for my drill. And I'm not collecting ice just now. Let's go over here and collect some stone. Hopefully not crash in the process. Yeah, it works. Ish. I'm sort of driving in that little hole, which is not going to be ideal. But it's still going to be quicker than doing this by hand. In fact, if I go to inventory, I'm reasonably full already. Sweet. Alright. That means using the build planner. I'm still getting used to using it, to be honest. It's something that's new enough that I don't think about it all the time in terms of remembering that it's even a thing. I do like it, I just forget that it's there. But for now, let's do that. Did anyone else see that? Oh man, thanks Cuttable. That's some weight shifting right there. That's only slightly terrifying. Alright, it's gonna need to have some time to do all that first, but let's just put these ahead of our breakdown. Because I kind of want to get the materials first. Oh, I don't need grids. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Just need some of those. I'm just going to be walking back and forth, I think, for now. This is actually not taking as long as I thought it might in terms of getting started. I was really worrying we were going to spend almost the entire stream getting these things up. But once I've got these two up, I should be able to relatively quickly get onto building the basic big rover. And then we can start upgrading as we move around rather than having to stop and build and stop and build. Yes, I do like Kerbal Space Program, but I seem to have a weird affinity for Clang in Space Engineers and tend not to get punished very often or at all, really. Whereas in Kerbal Space Program, the Kraken eats everything I build. Or at least it always used to. Plus, it's a really difficult game to make interesting to watch someone playing. Because I can't spend all the time I usually spend making things pretty. I am going to... Oh, no, 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 no. I know I've got that antenna, but I'm going to grab a GPS. Then I'm going to grab that unknown signal while that stuff is refining because it's going to take a while. Whee! Oh, hang on. Dampeners off. That's better. It's a bit more efficient. Oh, did I turn off block limits? I think I forgot to turn off block limits. Dang it! Oh, I think it's unlikely I'm going to hit the basic PCU block limit thing. Alright. Special content power. What? That's not a thing I've seen before. Oh. I was hoping for one with a little cargo. Oh wait, there's the cargo. It's on the ground. Would have been nice to get a better set of tools, but that'll do. Did I turn off trash cleanup? No, I didn't. That could be bad. Trash removal. Suspend. It shouldn't get rid of the drone anyway, the rover anyway, because it's powered. Though the base isn't, but it's static, so it should be okay as well. Hopefully. I guess we'll be doing a quick F5 reload if that's not the case. Oops. I remember to do most of the other things that I intended to with setting this up, but that might have been a good idea. Oh no, looks like everything's still intact. Maybe. Yeah, everything's still intact. There we go. Let's grab what we can from here while I ditch those because the giant. Alright, I think I might have everything I need. Okay, maybe I don't. Got everything I need for these two, I think. Or not. Okay, I really can't count. Production, what do we got? I want you at the front of the queue, and I want you next. And I need to do more drilling. Come on. Oh dear. Oh no, I drove into my little man-mind hole. That's not ideal. That could have ended very poorly. Well, I haven't died yet, and it's been a little while so far. It's almost been an hour. Maybe I will have to up the difficulty soonish to really make this go badly. Let's move those to the front of the queue again. What else we got? Oh, I'll need those as well. Because I don't have enough. So I could use the refinery now, but I think it'll just be a hassle. I do get more materials. Let's do it. Oh, hang on. Let's not have all of that in my hands while I do this. Whee! The spirit of the irony hole haunts me. Yep. It certainly does. Okay, we get a little bit more from the stone by using the refinery to do this rather than the survival kit, so I think it's got a benefit to us. Make it worth the effort. Need that. Need that. Need that. And then I just need to wait for those computers, I think. 30 more computers. 32 more computers. Yeah, Stan, definitely coming out with more tutorials. Due to work and a few other things, I haven't quite had as much time to get them done as I would have liked. They take a little bit of time to put together because I like to make sure that I've got the information in them as accurate as possible. It's kind of not that helpful putting out a tutorial that's wrong. So I try and avoid it as much as possible. I might need to add a couple of extra. May not quite be enough. Oh no, it is! Yeah! Awesome! I think I can build connectors, but I kind of didn't think I would go that way with this. Because I'm hoping now that I will just go straight for a rover. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to need to get everything out of here, though. I should be able to do that pretty easily. Oh, what am I doing? I need parts. For a small cargo container. What do we got? Oh, no. At least that's some of it. I'm not a teacher in real life, but I do a fair bit of teaching in my day-to-day stuff and have done a little bit of learning on how to teach better over the years, because I do enjoy it. Now, what else did I... What else did I need for this? I need the metal grids and small steel tubes. Alright. Oh, I keep shift F'ing on that. I didn't realize that that opened the metal grids and small steel tubes. Where are my metal grids? Oh, they're on the top one. That's why I can't get them out. No? They were right in front of me. What am I doing? Gah! Come on, get it together, man. Production. Let's just steal some of that iron. Gonna have to mine some more stone in a second. Hopefully that's enough to get the small steel tubes I need, because I just need 20, and then I've got this cargo container, and then I can just dump everything from the rover into this and go and collect a bunch of stone, get it back into here. There we go. Better. Much better. The drill isn't on the back because the drill gets very heavy. And so I didn't want to have the heavy drill on the back when I've already got the heavy container on the back. And I was also, at the time, hoping to put a drill on both sides so I'd be nice and balanced. Let's just get everything out. I'm probably going to regret not building a connector on this at some point, but I think I should... Oh! I didn't realize that... I forgot the basic refinery could do magnesium. That's great. It is very, very good. I probably could try to make the second drill now, actually. Let's just get all of the excess stuff out of here first. Go and collect a bunch more stone. And then see if it's even needed, because I probably won't really need to get it, I think. The one drill is reasonably... well, it's kind of effective enough. Let's turn it... Oh, what? That might have been a bad idea. Okay, let's find a new flat patch of stone rather than driving over our old tracks, because that's not going to end well. Selenius. I do love a good reference to our Machinima series. If that nutrient paste increases your IQ, then Capac is the world's greatest genius. In fact, if eating non-edible objects makes you smart, Capac's the world's greatest genius. Inventory, how are we going? Full. Alright. I will park right next to it so I can shuffle that across quickly without having to bother getting all of the components and the alignment for a connector on something that is completely temporary. Kill. Hopefully, this is going to be the worst of the resource collection time. Once I get moving with a large grid, it should be much, much better. It is kind of cool that it's never properly getting dark where I am. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention about how I set this up. So, I made this save have a day length of 1 hour. So that even if we get into an area where it's too dark for me to drive, it shouldn't stay too dark for too long. Which means I can possibly use that time to do any upgrades or, you know, basically to prevent that problem that I expected with this being a stream of me sitting around going, I'm going to have to cheat because I can't see anything and I can't do anything and it's going to be really boring to watch. So hopefully, with a nice short day length, it shouldn't leave me in a situation where I need to cheat. Let's get the stone at the front of the cube. In fact, let's pull that out and let's pop that in. There we go. Now I need to add a few... How do you add a non... Now that's something. How do you add something beneath a plussed block like this to the build queue? Do you have to search it manually? Or is there a way? No, I can't seem to click on those. I mean, I can, but what happens when I... No. If I'm met... Oh, I can! So I could clear that first one out and then just go... Well, that's cool. That does work. I can just middle mouse on that after I click on it once. If I left click on these, it holds it up over there. Ah, nice! I had not realised that worked. I'm also going to need a battery. I'm also going to need some sort of control station. I'm going to go with the flight seat. And... That'll do for now. Right, that's going to take it a little while. But we've got some steel plates, so we should start being able to lay this thing out. And we are on very, very... it's very slopey ground. Just a bit flatter up here. Ah. I really should have built on more level ground. I did not think that part through. Alright. That should be high enough. And then... 3x3 left. 3x3 right. It's going to be a nice little 4-wheel large grid rover. Maybe a little bit longer than that's going to be better. Bit of stability. And hopefully this thing will be able to grow. Yeah, I think that'll work. We need also... We're going to have to move our basic assembler and refinery across here. Strex, I am deliberately not building anything that flies. That's kind of the challenge that I was going for here. See if I can... Oh, wait, I don't want to build a battery. I wanted to build a hydrogen engine. Oh, wait. Don't want to build that either. I want to build... one of you first. Now, cargo container. Now I can build the assembler on top of that. And I am realizing that at least I built the cargo container in the middle, since everything else is very rear heavy on this. So maybe I'll just place another cargo container here to remind myself that I need something heavy in the middle. No, I'm going to move it all, because that is just dangerous. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. Let's go refinery there, then a cargo container. Or two, and assembler on top of that. And where's my hydrogen engine? I thought I could build the engine. Yeah. Like so. Then O2. This thing's going to be expensive. Dang it. O2 generator can go there. I'm probably going to need a second one so that I can make sure I've got enough hydrogen for the engine to fill. And that'll do for now. If I can get that up and running, I should be able to put a... Oh, I'm going to need a proper turret. But I should be able to put a nice large cannon on top and start getting some cool stuff. That's true. Batteries do make good ballast. And I probably should build a battery on there, especially since I've ordered up the components for it anyway. In fact, let's just grab... Oh, what the... Don't want those. Let's just grab a bunch of stuff and start welding this thing up. Oh, no! No, 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 no. Production. Tools. I don't have any cobalt. I haven't found cobalt. No. Oh, that's bad. Oh, no. No, no, no. Where am I going to find cobalt? I need daylight so I can see the ore patches. Have I got any? Oh, there's no way I can tell from up here. It is way too dark. Is it ever going to get light here? What of this needs grids? No. those two need grids, but everything else is buildable without cobalt. In fact, do you need grids? Yes, okay. I should be able to survive without cobalt for a little while yet. Oh, that was worrisome. I was genuinely concerned I was going to be stymied until I found some. But hopefully, I'll be able to get it. I probably should put a large grid ore detector on this at some point as well. That is a very valid point. What else am I carrying? Let's put all that into you. As long as we find cobalt in the not too distant future, I think we'll be reasonably safe. Just trying to think of whether there's going to be a nice way to do this. If I can get up a decent hill, or maybe even get lucky enough to find an ice lake, I should be able to use that elevation to spot any ore patches and hopefully get a decent idea of where they're at from above. Have we refined all our stone? Yes. And we are out of iron. Okay. I need to collect more. This spot will do. And here is my ridiculous drop pod I started with. Oh, I can still heaps more. There's a nice another little spot of flat rock. This looks okay. As long as I don't... No! 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 Oh, no! 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 Oh! No! Hey, Tex. How's it going? Ah, what a time for you to walk in. Dang it! Well, that had to happen at some point. That had to happen. So sad. And I am on such a steep slope that writing this thing is going to be... I can't write it forward. I'm going to have to try and tip it back over its front. Tex, I don't think I can fairly blame you on this. I'll just blame Capac. That seems to be the way of things. Somehow, it's his fault that I just flipped that forward. So how long was that before I flipped the vehicle? What, an hour and 9 minutes? That's not too bad. For me. Let's get rid of all this stone, and then... then I will attempt to use some physics to write this thing in the direction that I want to write it in. Thanks, Norix. Ah, falling in a hole. Oh, I should probably fill up my hydrogen bottle while I'm at it. so I don't forget. Right, got almost all the stone out. Yes, when I'm starting out, I do tend to go for the very short wheelbase, which does leave me very badly prone for exactly what just happened. So I take full responsibility for my stupidity here. I did not appreciate how steep this hill was when I went forward. I'm just really lucky and very glad that I didn't do... It doesn't look like I did any damage to that thing at all. Well, I would use pistons, but I think in this situation I have to use my... what is becoming my standard procedure for such situations, which is using heavy weights to flip it the direction I want. Oops. Nope, I'm not losing my steel plate. Thank you. Okie dokie. This one's going to need to be very long. Because I have to try and get this to flip the whole... Oh, I'm going to have to build this twice, I think, as well. That sucks. Alright, battery. I need battery on my hotbar. Battery. Nice and heavy. Yep. Thanks, Captain Fenrir. Yeah, it's all fine. Oh, that is not tipping the way I wanted it to tip. Dang. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, that's not the worst way for it to tip. I could roll it sideways. Didn't think about that. Do I have enough space for safely doing that? It is possible. Though I think... Maybe I should... Actually, no. I think I should try and level it off. Let's do this to bring it back. This will hopefully tip it back the way I want it. Whoops. That didn't sound good. Hey, I've got sunlight! Just in time for me to try and get... in time for you guys to see this explode. When all goes horribly wrong. There we go. Alright, that should keep that balanced. As I now go higher. Maybe I'll just go heavier here. So I can shorten this thing and get a bit more tilt. It's so annoying that I have to do this forward. It's easy when I can just do it whatever way I like. Yes, Dan, there is. For the shortcut keys for your, for the build planner, it's actually all in the F1 help menu. And credit to Keen on this, sensibly described. So it's clear to see what you're actually going to do with what it's telling you is there. As someone who makes a lot of tutorials... I do take note when something's actually described in a way that's helpful. Alright. We are making progress. We are also looking like we're going to roll down the hill. Bad. Does anyone else think this is going to explode the moment I get this close to right? Or should I should probably just continue with hashtag one more battery. If I go with... What's going to be lighter than this? Or easier to place? What's big on small grid that's fairly light? So it's always a pain having to place down all these light armor blocks. I wonder if merge blocks are relatively light. Yeah, they are. Yeah, this is going to work better. Place a third as many blocks. Yes. Hashtag blame Capac. Perfect. Thanks, Kevin. I'm hoping that if I offset this a little bit, I will roll the correct way. This should be enough, I think. Whoops. When I get out a bit further. Alright, bring this down a little bit this way. And then start adding the heavies. Don't! Not enough steel plate. Oh dear. Flip the whole rover by grinding down the wheels. I'd have to flip more than that though, so I'm hoping this won't take much longer to right where it currently is. Let's go batteries now. Oh, we're tilting a little bit. Let's try and see if we can get a bit further. Now, I know I'm pushing against that right now. I'm just hoping that I can place enough stuff here that when I start grinding this down, it'll keep tipping the way I want. Oh dear. Okay, it's not tipping backwards yet. This is good. It is sliding down the hill a little bit though. Okay. Okay, that's working. Ish. This might be a bad situation. Nicholas, I'm not sure if being the Shin of space engineers is a good thing. I don't think I'm quite that effective a troll though. Maybe I'll have to practice that. Yeah, I guess this is working. We are vertical, which is something. Oh no. Oh no! No! No, 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 no. Oh. That's not where I want to be. That is not where I want to be at all. I think we all knew it was going to come down to this at some point. Physics both working with and against me. Alright, let's get rid of this. So now we're just working with that other piece. Plus it gets me a whole lot of steel plate back. Alright. Now I've just got to hope that I don't grind off too much that this gets too heavy and wants to go the other way. Sideways is bad. Oh, sideways is very bad. No! No. No. No! Oh, jeez. Come on. Batteries be heavy enough. Batteries be heavy enough. Bring it back. Bring it back, 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 back. Well, that didn't work. Oh. Oh. Oh, wait. Are the park brakes not on? Oops. Thank you. I might even be able to drill this to right it from its current position. It is arguably better than where it was. Okay. Let's add a few more batteries out this way, so that when I grind away the other ones, I still go the direction I want to go. Okay. Not again. Not again. Oh. Alright, I give up. That's not working. That is so not working. I should have been prepared for the way that tilted. Ooh. Does anyone else want to put money on the fact that I'm probably going to end up having this thing roll the whole way down in a second? And it's going to all just work out? I probably should have been doing some useful stuff while doing this, but this is kind of... I'm having fun. Oh yeah! This is not what I intended at all, but it's worked. As long as the parking brakes are strong enough to hold it in position, she's fixed. Can't believe that worked. Yeah. Well, may as well drill. That's a miracle. All right, now that we've got sunlight and we've got a functional rover, we're going to need to go find some cobalt. I'm going to collect enough stone that we can get a bit of production going on the stuff I need for the new little mobile base. And then I'm going to find some ore spots and head over to them. Inventory. Yep, we're pretty much full. Yeah, that probably would have looked funny in a time lapse. I was trying to come up with... I had been trying to think of a way I could do some sort of time lapse with this, but I couldn't come up with a reliable way to get one of the other computers to have a stable enough shot that it would work as a time lapse, which is unfortunate. The thought I had in mind was bring in Steve or Reggie and have them... Oh, come on, park brakes, stop me. And have them on a seat, and I just had to keep moving the seat by merge block from vehicle to vehicle. But I don't know that that would work anyway, since that perspective with the seat moving is going to move around a lot. Obviously not really ideal in terms of... It'd create a problem where the time-lapse shot would be really, really unstable and horrible to watch. But if I come up with a way, I will totally do it for a future stream like this, because it'd be kind of cool to start the second episode of the stream, like the second stream, with that time lapse. Yeah. Let's just unload all this. How is that production queue going? That's not too bad. Pretty close. Am I quite as crazy as that guy? As Bill Nye? I don't know. Maybe? Certainly not as crazy as I saw him on last week tonight. That was weird. Oh yeah, I should fill that hydrogen bottle, shouldn't I? This is the upshot of streams, is that I have other people watching some of the stuff that I normally forget and ignore. Alright, magnesium, out of the way. Let's get the stone done. Okay, that should hold us for a little while. Before the sun gets hidden, let's fill up my hydrogen before I fly high into the sky. And see if there is an ore spot nearby. I had thought for this I might do a hydrogen nerf, might use a hydrogen nerf mod, something that would mean that my hydrogen only lasted for about 3 seconds. But that would probably work better. Oh, I really can't see anything that looks like an ore spot from here. This terrain makes it so difficult because there's all this patchy shade on the ice anyway. No, not a chance. I'm just going to try and build this thing. Wait, is that a... That's an ore patch, isn't it? Oh, it's yellowish. Silver! Oh! Silver and gold. Yes, silver means survival kits and med bays. Yes. Wait, that's... Oh, that's just us. Yeah, Executive Storm. 2 bottles is preferable if you've got the inventory space. Just that it doesn't really decrease the chance that you'll run out of hydrogen, more the frequency with which you run out of hydrogen, I find, at least for me. Just because it means I can go that much longer before I have to refill, and I'm a bit more likely to refill. Plus, I suppose the double does decrease your chance as a general thing, because you can refill whenever you only see a single bottle icon on your HUD. Because I kind of wish that the bottle icons on the HUD would gradually empty as the bottle gets empty. So, like, right now, we'd have... is there a way I can... Yeah, oh, no. I can't get my mouse over that, can I? I don't think you guys can see my mouse pointer if I do that, no. But basically, so that right now you wouldn't see the little head bit on the bottle, you'd just see the bulky part, since it would be missing about 10%. Cobalt is more important, but silver I may as well get while I have the chance, since I intend to use it as a safety net, given that I have already flipped a rover. And cobalt isn't quite as needed, given that I'm not building thrusters. I know I'm going to need it for a proper refinery and for... I think you need it for the proper assembler as well, but at least for now I'll be able to build an interior turret on the truck, which will have greater range than any enemy vehicle that comes against me. Which does strike me as something I'm going to have to add more of. That will probably be... Oh, the silver's not going to serve me any use until I get a proper refinery, is it? It's just going to be extra weight I have to carry. Dang it. That is unfortunate. I did leave the... Yeah, I did leave the rover back there. Right, that should be plenty of silver for what I need. Don't really need the gold, to be honest. production queue is finished. Alright. Let's see what else we need once we fill up all of the build. Oh, don't need those for now. I'm going to be moving forward a lot, so I'm not really worried about where the locations of ores are, since by the time I next need that, I'm going to be a long way from here. And so I wouldn't be coming back for it. Normally, yeah, I would totally be marking everything I find, but because this is meant to be sort of nomadic, and I'm going to just be constantly pushing forward and forward and forward, it's not really needed for me to try and do that. I should have made there are kind of two lines of thought on that I have on a wheelbase like this. I deliberately made it narrow because I'm hoping to double up and have a second row of wheels over here once I extend this thing out to 6. So then it'll go to 12 wheels when I add a second thing out here. So then there'll be wheels in the middle, which should give me much better safety when going over sharp crests or going over that really rough type of terrain, since I'll be able to kind of just float straight across it. Yep, this will stay on the channel like all the other streams. It's not going to go anywhere. Yeah, I should be able to grind this thing down and move everything over there. I probably could have done things that way, but oh. What? No! Oh, I didn't... Did I not add the wheels to the build planner? Ew. Okay. I did not. Let's just do this so I can see that I don't need those. I did add all of that. Why have I run out of stuff? Oh, I know why. So when you add the wheels to the build planner, and the same thing happened with Easy Inventory, you only got the wheel suspension. The parts list doesn't actually include the wheel itself. If I wanted to do that, I'd also need to add the correct wheel to the build list so that I get the large steel tubes and things that I need for that. So I'd have to do that and then add some wheel 3x3s to there. That'd be why I'm short of everything. Dang it. Although, nicely, I have refined all that magnesium, which is very, very, very good. No. Oh, wait. Yeah, good. For a second I thought I couldn't make NATO magazines. The magazines. What are we out of? Out of iron. Back to more stone mining. Should have done that in the daylight. You probably could, Dex. Something else someone asked me recently, which I'm really interested to test, is whether you could use pistons and, depending on how parachutes interact with subgrids, whether you could use pistons and parachutes to gain altitude. Or to kind of glide. If you constantly push one up, yeah, you'd probably have to cut the chutes, but I kind of wonder if it'd work. Not again. You could say that, Tex. It sort of is a bit hard mode. I like hard mode. In fact, this is feeling too easy because I'm not being attacked, but I know if I was getting attacked right now, it would be impossible mode, not just hard mode. So there are some... That's why I've kept some things in reserve for once I'm a bit more prepared. So I can gradually up the difficulty as we go. I feel like this is probably full. Pretty much. I think both more weight on the back, but really more... A longer wheelbase is what's going to be needed to make this thing work properly. Can I... Oh yeah, can I access it through there, can I? I apparently ditched my bottle. Must not forget that I did that. How did that work for you, Tex, having the wheels on the top and bottom? Because I've been tempted to try it, but to make it kind of work... Well, actually, what I've always assumed would happen with it is that I'd end up on my side, and I'd be on the side of a whole set of wheels, which would lead me in still just as stuck as I ever was. Oh, bottle, 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 bottle. Bottle. Okay. I better get going before this day is up. Wait, didn't I make better tools? Or did I not make them? Did I forget to order them? Forgot to order them. Because I didn't have enough materials at the time. Oh, they need cobalt. So I can't make better tools. Well, that sucks. There is a good reason to want more cobalt. Hopefully I can build a detector without cobalt. Thanks, Big Ol. Guess you'll see this soon. Sergnov, it's not technically too late. I could always add it to the mod that I've used to create those LCD images. Since if anyone else wants a picture of Capac doing the news, the weather, it'll always be there. What else we got? I've totally forgotten things I needed. Oh, I think I need lots of those. Okay, we've got some wheels done. Front wheels are finished, and we just got those, that rear one. Then this needs to get finished, which I'm not going to be able to do until I grind down the other one. That needs a construction component, and that needs a bunch of steel plate. So construction component, steel plate, large steel tubes. Ooh. But also, I need a way to control this thing. Just going to need interior plate. Oops. Nope. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I'm just failing everything right now. G. Let's clear that. Let's add one of those. Let's add one of those. That'll hopefully get me everything else that we still need. Except I'm again out of iron. Grr. And I don't have any interior plate. I don't think we need that. Probably need the rest of that though. Have I gotten everything out? Yes. Back to more mining in my unstable rover. In fact, as was suggested earlier, I'm going to do this. Let's go for 60%. That should make it a little bit less likely for me to roll this thing. At least actively. Passively, as I drill out too much of the ground that I'm driving on, sure, that's still going to happen. I should probably have this on the high side, shouldn't I? Not the low side. We got anything flat around here? Is that flattish? Eh, it'll do. Flippable wheels with a rotor. If you use Whip's subgrid wheel control script, you could definitely do that. So, if you make the distance big enough, it'll just kind of lift the vehicle back up as the rotors come down. I think I should be mostly full. Yep. That kind of be cool. And it'd also be one of those things that looks cool as you write it. Oh no. Wonder if there'd be any role for those, for a wheel arrangement like those trolleys that are designed to go upstairs with the triple wheel in a triangle arrangement. Wonder whether there's any way you could take advantage of that sort of setup. A vehicle capable... Yep. That's your moment of inception, isn't it, Tex? You're just wanting to see how stupid a thing I can try and see how poorly it goes. Oops, don't want that. This will be a happy day when I'm no longer having to mine stone this way. I will very quickly be wanting to get a drill on the end of a piston on the large grid rover, so I can just drill down into the ground when I'm stopped. Yeah, Captain Fenrir, this is very much ground vehicle only. That's kind of because it'd be far too easy just to fly down to the South Pole. Driving the whole way there, that's a bit more of a challenge. Let's carry a bit more ammo. Alright. Wheels soon to be... Oh, dang it. Spoke too soon. Okay. Now, I already see a downside of the way I've set this up in that I'm going to need to have some jetpack fuel to be able to even get into control of this rover, which is obviously a significant concern. So I need to grab some more steel plate and construction components, and then a couple of large steel tubes. Then I can start tearing this down and building everything onto the rover. Steel plate, construction component, large steel tubes. I don't think that's enough large steel tubes. I think, did I need 4 or 2? Whatever. That should work now. Alright, O2H2 generator. That is critical. Most of that done. Wheels finished. And because I made the parts for it, I'm going to do this. And pop the battery in. Because it'll instantly give us some power to work with. And that way I can take advantage of just being able to get out of here. I don't want the silicon yet. I want that. Yeah, down thrust. I was thinking about that, whether I allow myself to use things like forward thrust and downward thrust to aid the wheels. But I think to really see and really make this difficult, I kind of want to do it wheels only. So if a hill is too steep, I might have to build a ramp, at least a temporary one, or, you know, something else silly like that. It was the general gist. No, you don't need a tank to run the motor. It will run off the oxygen generator alone. Does tend to work better that way when you've got when you're not using too much power, but while I've got this battery, it will try and charge that up completely. So maybe not perfect, but I can always just turn the battery off and use it as backup power when I need it. Okay, we have power. Now, am I really just going to be one grid short of both of these? Or is there something else on this rover that has a grid in it? Did I get the grid out of that? Yep. There is another grid. Yes! I thought there was. Thought there were 8. Perfect. Now, I've got a cargo container over here, and I can move everything across much more safely. Oh yeah, ore detector. Also, what have I done? Oh, I couldn't see that at all. So dark. I'm going to do this just so I've got some power generation going on this thing while it's sitting here until it's gone. And I can always just add a landing gear that's able to hit the ground if I really get stuck, but just thought I'd pop that on there for now as a nice little convenience. Alright, let's pop everything in the rover and use it to take stuff up the hill. And good point. Definitely need some light. But I'm just going to move all my production facilities over. Oh, I don't want gravel. Going to move all my production facilities over to the rover now, rather than running back and forth. Keep forgetting about alt middle click. Why wasn't I using... Oh, now I see why that was getting annoying. Why wasn't I using Alt middle click to dump the stone? Idiot. How did I forget that? Come on, Splitsy. Wake up. Yes, that's much quicker. Come on. We are almost ready to get moving. Get some lights on that rover. And then grind down the little rover. Try and see if we've got the materials required in order to... In fact, I'm just going to do this. Try and see if we've got the materials required in order to build a large grid ore detector while we're underway. Yep, I got lucky and found some silver nearby, but I don't need too much of it. And I also can't do anything with it at the moment, so I didn't want to spend ages. Old Bessie, you say? I don't think I've named a drill itself before. I kind of wish... I know it'd have a fairly rare use case, but it'd be kind of nice to have the ability to just grab as much stuff out of an inventory as possible. Let's just do this. Grab a bit more since I'm standing on it. I wonder if the snow... It seems like it is, like dirt. Snow doesn't hold quite as much ice as if you're drilling solid ice. Well, I mean, Tex, if you want to, you could try and quote-unquote help. You did say you were interested in something that was a bit more of a challenge. And I imagine my ping would be the biggest part of that. My ping to you. But I suspect... The hardest thing for me when I was playing Engineer Corps was the fact that I was dealing with a 350 ping. So everything I did felt like it took most of a second to happen. Did I leave anything in the cockpit? I did not. Alright. Let's grind this sucker down. Ooh. Hang on. Oh yeah, I can build detectors, that's fine. Yeah, I thought you might be Tex. I'll have to come up with something that isn't quite as disastrous for ping laden situations. Driving over delicate terrain is not something you want to do when your reaction time is at best half a second. This thing shouldn't take too much longer to grind down, I hope. Can Can anyone think of anything in here that I need to weld up in order to unlock more stuff? I think I might need to do the gyroscope. Though I don't know if there's anything that's unlocked behind it. Yeah, Pharrell, how do you go with ping when you're playing with Wasted? Being in the US, I imagine it's a fair bit better than what I get here, but I can't imagine it's great.
Inventory.
Oops.
Full.
Oh no. What's gyro after? Oh. Wait, did I not finish? Did I not finish? Uh-oh. Probably good to finish that. Yeah, that 200 to 250 isn't great. Like, it's mostly doable, but you still don't want to be the main pilot sort of level for me. Did anyone else notice the fact that I forgot to put a survival kit on the rover? Because I just remembered that then. Oops. That could have gone very, very badly. Okay. Let's try that out. Yes, inertial dampeners are very much your friend. The other thing that is your friend is never ever going fast toward anything. Oh, that doesn't unlock anything anyway. I think this does though. Yep. Do I throw away the components for the battery? I probably do. It's only when I can't mine that I worry about that. When you're dealing with Australians, everything becomes a ping discussion stream. Even if I can't build enough components to make a large grid detector, I could just put a small grid one on a rotor.
Energy low. Inventory full.
Do. La 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 la. That's quick enough. Oh, that's enough. Do I get anything? Oh, it's too late now. I can't be bothered getting the rest of the stuff out. Is there something locked behind the antenna? Antenna. Laser antennas. Nah, I'm not too worried about those. I haven't got reavers to deal with. Because they can't get on planets yet. Sure thing, Steve. Although, I will say, at least it's good enough for me to be able to stream. Because when I started out this whole YouTube thing, my upload speed was slow enough that a single video used to take all night. And that was like a 15-minute 720p video. Oh, I want better tools. I want some cobalt. Wait. Hang on. Are there better tools that don't require cobalt but require silver? Or do they require cobalt and silver? I can't remember. I'm going to have to build a better assembler and see. Because while I can't build a better refinery, can I build an assembler? Where's the assembler? There. 10 metal grids. Dang it! Okay, I need cobalt. Ugh, come on. Let's finish this grinding. One positive thing, we have gained a decent amount of... We had gained a decent amount of power on the battery because it showed 2 lights before. This is the worst part of level 1 tools. Oh, I can't refine the silver. Dang it, Fox. You're right. I'm trapped. I'm trapped without the cobalt. Now here's the thing. Do large grid ore detectors require anything I can't make? I don't think so. Let's get rid of that. No! Oh, dang it. I don't want... Wait, really? I've really used up everything? Oh, wow. That's not helpful. Fine then. I'm gonna have to hand mine a little bit of stone for I really don't want to. Yes. What? This should work. Pyburn, sort of. I've always been a bit of a morning person, so I'm quite happy to start these things off early, and it means... Ooh, that's going to be tight. Just means that it kind of allows most people to get involved. I know it kind of sucks as an Aussie if I start at 6 o'clock in the morning, but still feels okay for the most part. The latest streams that I tend to do are usually with Catback over on our other channel at Zebra Monkeys. We tend to start at 10 AM Aussie time, which is the time that this one will finish. Alright, now we've got something. Oh, it's 8 AM here. 8 AM. So halfway through the stream, and I've managed to get the large grid rover mostly functional. I'm reasonably happy with that. I think it might be time for us to drop off. No, no, lights, 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 lights. Have I... Spotlight. Maybe there? Or there. Let's try there. Oh yeah, it's only really East Coast Aussies that struggle with the time that I'm starting. Works perfectly for those people in the middle or in the west side of the country. No. No, my starting time's even worse for the west. Let's just pop one on. Conserve a bit of power. Now, spotlight. Maximum range. And interior light. Maximum range. Alright, I think it is time. Where's the sun? It's got to be rising soon, right? Let's do this thing. Corey, that's a very good idea. Because I won't be in the flight seat when it detaches. Handbrake on, off. Handbrake on. Thank you for that very sage advice. Six. Okay, I've run out of most things. It is time then to move on. Let's grind this out. Now that drill is hanging down very low, but hopefully if I do some suspension adjustments, so let's create wheel group. And what we want is increase suspension strength. Where is it? Why am I blind? Increase strength. Decrease strength. Okay. Power. Yeah, I might leave it at 60%. I'm also going to drop this down, so I don't want to accidentally make myself go too fast. Okay. The drill on the back is for when I get to some rock, so I can collect some resources without having to mine by hand, because I am over mining by hand. I'm going to try and do this very, very delicately, because flipping this thing, I don't think it's going to survive as well as that small grid one did. Oh, gyroscope. That's going to be the next thing to save up for, as soon as I get some stone drilled. I'm adding another light. So I think a light here. What? Why do you keep trying to grab that? Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah. Interior light 2. Now at least I can see a little bit in front of the vehicle. I'm almost tempted to build some stalks off the front and put some lights out there so I can see a little bit further in front of me. This is terrifying. Literally everything is riding on me not destroying this vehicle. That looks like rock in front of me. It is, but it also looks like the best way down. I will turn off the rear wheel steering soon. But for now, I'm just gonna keep it on so I've got a nice tight turning circle. No, that's all really rough. Oh, hang on. Block tools. We might be able to just quickly... I could probably collect some snow while I grab this dirt behind me. So I think if I reverse up to here, I should be able to collect just a little bit of both. Let's lock our brakes, drop our suspension. Yeah. Suspension up. Unlock brakes. Lock brakes. Oh, too far. Too far. Right, how much did that actually collect? Yeah. Not much ice though. But still. Plenty of stone. Now we can make some stuff. So before I go much further, how about a gyroscope? Don't really want gyroscope up high, so I might stick it down here on the battery. Though that might leave it prone to getting hit, so maybe there's better. So I need to grab... I swear I had more steel plate. Huh. Guess not. Oh, metal... it needs metal grids. Alright. Gee, let's get rid of that, because that's not going to happen. And let's go with our ore detector. Move everything else to the front of the queue and leave the big stuff to the end. Just kind of rearrange it like that should work. I should get most of the stuff I need for the ore detector then. Since we very much now need this. Need the cobalt. Oh, sweet. I only need the detector components. Oh, they're being built now anyway. I've never had success with drills on the front to make roads smoother for me. I always find I struggled to even get the road drivable at all. I've seen some cool designs on the workshop that function, but I can't quite get my head around what I need to do to make that stuff work better. Alright, we have now got daylight, so it is time to get moving. As we drill up some ice. Gotta make hay while the sun shines. Okay. Detector. Max range. Right, we're heading basically south now. We are gonna make some progress. Yeah, catback and rover mounted drills. That really ended well. Now I said I was going to do this. Left 2, right 2, steering off. Let's go down this nice gentle slope here. Oh yeah, I can still pick up ice as I go. Oh. Could probably just turn on. Hang on. Could just put a control for a toggle on off and have this on as I drive along. And I'll pick up little bits of ice and stone as we go. Yeah. I intend to build a piston-mounted drill on this thing at some point, but for now this was just a nice quick way to get materials without having to go to any great lengths. Oh, that's all steep. How am I gonna... Maybe I go up that way. In fact, I should probably turn that off now because I bet I've just filled up a bunch of ice. Yeah, don't need more ice at the moment. If I build the hydrogen engine, I could probably start using that ice though. So, what do I need for that? Production. Where's my power cell? Okay, once I get a little bit of stone, we should be good. Yeah, old Bessie's supposed to be reliable. That's the whole thing, isn't it? Now, this whole idea of using the hydrogen engine seems great while I'm up here in all this snowy region, but if I ever manage to get to a more temperate or warmer area, I'm going to struggle. Now, I could collect more magnesium, but I really don't want to. Silicon. If I see iron, I might just go down and grab a few handfuls. But that just seems to be silicon and magnesium. I wonder if that's going to be a smooth way down. Oh, this terrain is the worst. Oh, I think I want to get to the other side of that little canyon. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to go around the top of that little chasm that's in front of me, as I think it gets smoother to go down on the other side. Nah, no thrusters for jumps. I really want to try and make this difficult from an engineering point of view. And then once we've got a vehicle that seems to be handling the engineering, I'm going to make it difficult from a battle point of view. There is still a potential threat around me in that I do have the Assertive Installations mod active, so I could end up attacked by drones at some point. Which reminds me that I should probably build a turret on this. Let's get down this hill in daylight. I should probably turn the light off so I can save a bit of power. Nickel. Oh, that's what I can do. I was going to say I might jump out and grab some, but I might just reverse into it and grab some. Yeah, that actually doesn't work too badly. It's a little bit too tall for me. Well, it's not the worst thing. How much do I collect? 7,000... 10,000? Yeah, that's not bad at all. Yeah, that'll do. That should, in fact, give me the stuff I need for that hydrogen engine. Yeah! Time to use up all our ice. Oh man. I'm so looking forward to the terror and the challenge of driving when I add the new assertive air traffic mod that I made yesterday to this. It would just completely destroy me if I added it now, so I'm deliberately not having it, but when I'm ready for it, or when I think I'm ready for it, I'm definitely adding it. Now, am I going to be able to get up the other side of this, or am I going to be better trying to drive around this way? I think it might be better going around this way. For something with a terribly short wheelbase, this thing's going okay so far. Although that is the kind of thing that jinxes you, saying that. That looks steep. I do want to get back up this slope though. Oh, that's not going to be possible. That is not going to be possible. Ooh, have I knocked down a tree yet? I don't think I have. We might have to fix that. Nickel, silicon. I do hope that if there is any cobalt, I don't miss it because my range of my detector isn't enough. Let's see if there's a bit I can get up. That looks promising. Yeah, the Spirit of Le Monde isn't a threat to me yet. It is a temptation, but it is not a threat. Oh, I really hope that the voxel cleanup works if I'm going to keep driving around like this, because I'm going to create nightmarish problems with all of the voxel deformations along my route. Oh, that's an iron boulder. I might just reverse into that for a second. Could be beneficial. Oh! Ow! Press the wrong button. That's not good. I think I got away with it though, because the drill can take a fair impact. Alright. That'll do. That's something. Expedition base pod. Oh. I believe I have now travelled far enough to trigger spawns of some installations. That's good to know. Oh yeah, I probably should check my inventory. Let's get up into the sunshine. Oh, rats. I forgot to make a GPS marker at the pole. I should have done that so we could see progress. Dang it. Inventory. Yes. Yes, we are somewhat full. The drill is almost full, so I should probably just keep moving and possibly put the stone in first so that it gets out of the way since it's the quickest to refine. Now let's see if we get lucky and drive across a cobalt deposit in this area. Trying to look for that vaguely yellowish discoloration that the deposits are, but I'm not easily spotting one. Maybe we'll make it across this plateau before nightfall. Oh, here's the first tree! Blammo! And two. Hey, out of my way. That's better. Just for that, your friend's going down too. Oh, what? I thought I'd be able to just power through them. Great. So every disaster... So, Eric, according to you, every disaster with driving is funnier when it's my fault. Is that what I'm understanding? Oh, that looks like a patch in front of me. Silicon. Magnesium. And no cobalt. Just great. Oh, here we go. Time to slow down. Start heading back more southish. Though I may have to go slightly west so that I can continue along this terrain that looks a bit better. Because that does not look like a navigable valley over there. Trees are very useful. If you're crashing, hit a tree. It'll slow you down without taking any damage. And then you hit the ground less hard. Alright, looks like the forests are getting thicker, so I think the trees are going to start to fall at a much, much greater rate. Can anyone do a quick calculation on a planet that is 120 kilometers in diameter? If I travel at just under 20 meters a second, how long will it take me to get around half of the circumference? Because I think the answer may be days. Yeah, there will need to be upgrades made to this thing so that I can go a lot faster, I think. If I don't manage to find any cobalt during this stream, I will spend some time between this stream and the next finding some so that we can start the next time with some. But I'm going to keep doing this legit for now. I mean, I'll still do it legit, but I won't make you guys sit painfully through me finding it. pretty safe going down here. Looks okay, and then I should be able to climb that hill off to the right, I think. Can you guys see the terrain at all on the video? I'm just going to check something. What if we do this? Yeah, let's try that. Oops. That'll hopefully at least give you guys a better view of what I'm about to hit, even if I can't see it. Now, is that something I can drive down? It looks promising. Possibly. Maybe? As the drill hits the ground. Let's give myself a bit more strength. Dang it, I'm finding all of the silicon and all of the magnesium, but no cobalt. Silver is not helpful. Like a cobalt boulder would probably be more than enough for what I've got planned for this. It'd give me enough to get the assembler up and running, it'd give me enough to get a refinery up and running. Since I'm not building thrusters, I don't need a huge amount. Ugh. There do not appear to be good options for travel right now. Oh, what is going on with the wheels? I'm hearing lots of clanging noise, but I'm not seeing any. The wheels are just kind of banging about in a way that doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, that's bad. I'm not going to be able to drive up that, am I? No, 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 no. Don't roll backwards down the hill. Oh, is the hydrogen engine off? Or is it on? I probably should turn it on since my battery power is saying 16 minutes. Or at least check that it's on. Well, I'm now wedged. No. No, no, no! Oh no! So much wrong. So much wrong! Oh! Oh? What'd I lose? I lost the hydrogen. No! Stop! Stop sliding! Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, that wasn't good. very bad. Oh. Oh. Oh dear. I got a wheel jammed in the rough bit of rock, and then I couldn't manage to stop the thing from flipping once that happened. There we go. Hydrogen engine is running. It's a bit late, but it's running. I'm really glad that's just a lookout tower over there. How the heck am I going to do this without breaking everything? I think I'm going to need wheel chocks to stop myself from sliding down the hill like I did when I flipped before. And then I should be able to use a similar technique to get this to work. It's kind of convenient that the spotlight gives me a ramp up though. We'll say that much. Hopefully this should stop this wheel from going where I don't want it to. As I flip this thing. Actually, let's do it off the spotlight. Well, I think we all knew that this was going to be a big part of this series. Or at least I should have known. That starting anything where driving is the sole way of getting anywhere. Flipping the rover and correcting that was going to be a big part. And hopefully, once I get a gyroscope and things, and a bit more material, I'll be able to do stuff that is a bit more effective at getting it righted. But also, what's happening down there? Oh, she's going the wrong way! There is nothing I can do about that. Oh yes, there is. Oh no! Parking brake is off! Yeah. No. Oh. And then I stare across at chat and realize I missed everyone saying brakes, 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 brakes. That was something. Wait, is that a hole that this made in the ground? I think it is. Ooh. I really need to get better at this whole paying attention to chat while also playing a game thing. Still, all's well that ends well, I guess. Pharrell, I think you're right on that one. That was something. Oh man. Yep, Dark Lord Gaming, you've got it about right. My attention to chat is about the same as my attention to hydrogen bottles and tanks. Okay. So, I have an idea. I'm going to mark where I am. And I'm going to go investigate that lookout tower. Because if I can manage to get close enough to it... Oh, I should probably leave my hydrogen bottle behind. Oh, no, they're cheap enough to make. Do I have enough hydrogen in it? Yeah. I'm going to go investigate this lookout tower because I guarantee something in it is going to have some grids in it, which will give me that tiny little bit of stuff that I need. Splitsies, flipsy. Kind of works. We should definitely... Oh, I definitely want to see who gets closest to guessing how many times I flip my vehicle before I reach the other pole. Especially since this is going to take a few weeks to do. Alright. We are getting close-ish. I may have to drill my way to this thing. Let's see how close I can get on the ground, though. I don't remember which expedition base pod. Wonder which one's more dangerous. I'm closer to this one now. Hopefully I can get within like a few hundred meters so I don't have to dig too far. No, GPS was not forgotten. I have flipped 2 vehicles so far and gone who knows how far. That original Splitsy 1 marker is like 7 kilometers behind me, so I've probably traveled about 8-9 kilometers. I did. See? Splitsy 2. GPS. Alright, I'm going to have to drill from here, I think. Because I am not above cheating now. Or cheesing this. Trench warfare. I probably do now have the resources to build some extra wheels. I might look into that when I dealt with this thing. Because really, the thing that would have saved me just before would have been a gyroscope, because I would have had the power to flip that thing back. The rover's so light that a large grid gyro would easily do everything I need it to keep me upright. I know. I need my meat shield. Why does he have to be at work? This is going to be slow. Am I going to be patient enough to do this? I don't know. Ooh. Hang on. If I get close enough to this thing... Like, I don't need to get right underneath it. I just need to get close enough that I can pop up, shoot stuff, and then pop back into my trench. And hopefully don't lose my head in the process. Like, do this as proper trench warfare. Except, hopefully, without the prodigious body count. Especially since I don't have my orange meat shield. Is that going to be... I can't see a thing without the lights on though. I'll just fly back if I run out of power. Neroth, I can't upgrade my tools until I get some cobalt, and I haven't found any yet. Yep, definitely going World War I engineer here. Alright, once I'm about 200 meters out, I'm going to pop up and see what happens. I don't have an accurate rifle, so I do want to be quite close if I'm going to try and pick stuff off. Alright, jetpack on. What? Oh, that was to the right, wasn't it? Oh, shooting the dirt. That's not helpful. I can't see! I'm trying to shoot quickly enough, but I can't see. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I should have brought some steel plate. I could have made myself a little shield. Ooh. Okay, it's definitely off to the right. I need to get closer. Need more light. I'm pretty sure the survival kit should be on. I'll be surprised if I manage to take this thing without dying at least once. I just wish there was a bit more light. Whack-a-splitsy. Whack-a-mole. As I pop out. Oh. I might be able to get close enough that I can grind some of its steel plate and use it against it. Like I did with the base in Survival Maybe. I'm betting there's a turret on the left as well, but I'm just hoping to get close enough that I can get an angle on something.
Energy low.
Lucas, if you're still watching and this is one of the ones that blows up, oh man. That's going to be both funny and incredibly painful. Okay. Ow! 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 I appear to be shooting the dirt. I think I got it. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, heck yeah! Who's to bet there's another turret somewhere on this thing? In fact, this is the one that Capac and I took out on the moon, isn't it? So I think there's another one under the front. Maybe I could go inside and depower it though. Ah, well, that could end badly. How am I gonna... See you. I see you through the door. I'm afraid if I go up and over, I'm going to end up... Heavy! Yes! Heavy armor. Oh yeah. So many metal grids. Oops. See ya. Well, I've got 13 power left, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly back home. Fly back to my rover, and then I'm going to come back in a second. Now that I've got all these grids! Dampeners off. Conserve hydrogen. Yeah, Pharrell, this is totally why SN needs grenades. Grenades would be awesome. Being able to throw something around a corner, bounce it off a wall and get around the corner would be amazing. Whoa, thanks, Mikkel. Hang on. I need to not be flying without inertial dampeners while I try and read things. That will end badly. Where's my gyroscope? Oh, almost got enough just from that one thing. Here.
Energy critical.
Tell Capac not to think about changing the rover name and escape from Mars. Oh, stop breaking things there. That's not going to happen. I think we all know that's not going to happen. All right, what do I need to effectively assault that enemy position? I need more health for a starter. And I'm going to need some... Ugh. Well, yeah, Tex. I remember the days when we could actually... Oh, hydrogen. Remember the days when we could throw down the component explosives and shoot them and they'd explode? That would be even enough. Just something like that you could either slap to a wall, or even if you can't slap it to a wall, be able to just throw it down and then blow it up. Oh, that's problematic. Oh wait, there's still ice in the other gen. Quick, 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 quick. Before I run out. Strex, we've got about another hour. So it looks promising that I'll collect enough grids, at least if I can drive back to where the lookout tower is, because now I'm going to have to drive back to it, to collect all of the materials from it, because it is totally worth it. Now, if I was Capac, I would go to that unknown signal. I am not Capac, and I am not going to do that. I'm going to try and grind through the ceiling, Dirk. I definitely think that's the best way to go here. I just didn't want to throw away good grids if I didn't have to. Because it's all heavy armor, I'm going to have to throw away something. Now, is this going to be... That's going to be a disaster. Is this light armor? No. This thing's all heavy armor. Ugh. Wait. Can I take over this connector? That'll be enough of a dumping ground. Hopefully. Because I'm going to need to take out this antenna as well. Before I take out the antenna, because I'm not going to find my way back here. Make a GPS.
Inventory full.
Ugh. I would never use cash to buy Fosters, Stan. Ever. Ugh.
Inventory full.
It's the worst.
Inventory full.
In fact, Foster's is probably the only thing that Australia makes that tastes terrible that we don't try and get tourists to drink or eat. Like, lots of people don't like Vegemite. I love it, personally. But lots of people don't like that, and we take advantage of that fact and make people... Oh, this is light armor. Sweet. What? Okay, next block. Aha! Goodbye, turret. Time to go through the door. Is there anything else in there? Doesn't look like it. Alt middle mouse is the way to use the build planner to dump stuff. So alt middle mouse does that. It is very, very handy. And unlike the old alt right mouse, doesn't have the risk of accidentally deleting blocks if you're in creative mode. Yeah, shape charges is totally... That... As someone who still likes playing the game pretty much vanilla, I would absolutely take shape charges. Because they... Oh, they're just... They would be so much fun to work with. That's the other bit of the hydrogen generator. Where's the... Where has Lucas hidden the battery? Nope. Where's the power source? I am going to grind through the floor because I'm pretty sure there's another turret in front of me. Thanks, Oliver. Oh man.
Inventory
I'm not
full.
complaining about heavy armor, but it is a pain to grind through when I only have a crappy grinder. Yes, turret! I have neutered this thing. This makes me happy. And all I had to do was take a bullet to the face. So I think the only sensible course of action now is to drive back here and try... So, because, yeah, I could build something small here and shift it across, but I feel like if I could drive back here, I can use all these materials to expand the rover and get something that's going to be much more stable. Oh yeah, what is the loot in the containers? Let's check before I head back. Better welder, that's something. Oops. Character tools. Kept trying to hit one to weld, but I had the wrong thing. Oh yeah, it's something. Yeah, good. I do have grids. Yep, definitely going to get a better grinder before I try to grind down the rest of that thing. Andre, no. Voxels are completely static. You can't move them at all. Thanks, Executive Storm. Very much appreciated. Hopefully I've got more decent or less than decent and completely broken but still entertaining ideas to come. Oh no, why'd I do that? I want the grids because I want to weld up my gyroscope before I try and travel over there. Okay, need large steel tube and steel plate. See you, Tex. Hope the rest of your shift goes alright. Put wheels on the tower. Oh man, a heavy armor tower. That I'm definitely gonna flip. Okay, heading back to Splitsy 3. Let's do this thing. Okay, the gyroscope is powerful. Just thought I'd test it a little bit. It is very, very strong. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Someone please remind me if I don't remember myself. When I get over there, don't let me grind with the basic grinder. I am prone to forgetting such things. Oh dear. Okay, this is where I'm going to use the power of the gyro to drive on 2 rear wheels. Yep, good. So as long as I don't do something stupid, it looks like the single gyro on this should be powerful enough for me to do all sorts of crazy driving maneuvers. Yes. Thanks, Maximus. Capac would have a lot of snacks when we play, except I get angry at him because he then chews into the microphone, and after the fridge incident in Survival Maybe, I think a lot of you know how I feel about hearing chewing. Ugh. Also, I would feel terrible for you guys if you heard that. You might have a point, Eisen. I might miss chat and not remember. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. I realize I'm heading dead north, which is kind of going the opposite direction to what I'm supposed to go, but for this it's got to be worth it. Oh dear. I may be getting overconfident thanks to my gyroscope. Cobalt to the right. What? What? No. No, did I just miss... Oh. Did I really? You gotta make Capac desperate for something somehow. Oh, this is not good terrain. Oh, I'm loving this gyroscope. Oh yeah, I should probably grab some more ice, shouldn't I? Since we're run out. Good point, guys. Krundug, the mod that I made is like a pack that goes with the Modular Encounters spawner, and what it does is spawn static bases that have the vanilla style antenna spawn. So anytime you get within range of the antenna, it will spawn a drone that will hunt down your character and will follow your character to wherever it is, up to about 15-16 kilometers. After that, you're usually too far away that they'll despawn because they've been in existence too long. But the drones are slight variations on the vanilla ones because I got rid of all of the reactors and I got rid of all of the nice little bonus that. the, you know, the little platinum bonuses and things like that. I got rid of those, and they're all battery powered now. And there's an extra drone that I made that's fairly tough. Plus, I might be working with a certain someone, hopefully, to add some extra tough drones to push it even further, because Pav, who's been helping me with that, has come up with some very... Oh, no! What the... There's another turret! There's another turret! Yeah! How did I miss a turret? Oops. Okay, I missed a turret. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's approach from the direction we sort of did before. Oh no, 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 bad, 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 bad. I know it's got a bright light pointing out where it is, but I should probably make a GPS whenever I leave this thing. Slash, I should really put a beacon on it. Oh, oh, taking fire. So that's on the front somewhere, isn't it? Or the back, depending on your perspective. Hmm.
Inventory full.
Hang on, I bet it's this one.
Inventory full.
No?
Inventory full.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. There we go. Oh, looked like I teleported for a second there. You, my friend, almost got the rover. Not cool. Oh, that tree was close. Freaked out for a second that I was going to die face planting into it. Alright, let's continue. And let's get rid of that GPS because we don't need it. So I feel like I don't need Splitsy 2 either, do I? Keep Splitsy 1 because it's the closest to the North Pole that I've got. Did I just see a marker off to the left? It's probably just more ice. Whoa, whoa, what are you doing? Yes, I shall steal those turrets for the rover. We'll stop. We will build a new grinder, and then we will build turret on the river. In fact, let's dig a little bit of ice. So I'm going to be stuck here for a little bit. How much ice we got? Jump on engine. Okay. It's now outputting. How's our battery doing? Fully recharged in 25 minutes. Sweet! Yes. Yes. Oh, I really hope there aren't warheads on these things. I'm pretty sure this one's safe, because Capac and I faced off against this one in Survival Unlikely and managed to not blow up. Tools, better grinder. Oh wait. Disassemble. Let's get rid of 10 grids so we got some free cobalt. Yeah, maybe a grinder on the back of the rover might be the way to go. I need more cargo space though. I've already, like, basically filled everything. Do I go more small grid cargo? I mean, more small cargos? Maybe. Where's my tool? Yeah! Better grinder. Where are you? One of the mods that I've got in the mod list for this, which is in the description if you click on that, is like, oh, I can't remember what it's called. It's something about bases or something. It's Lucas's original one for it, and it's only got static bases, like the one that I just attacked. Doesn't add any drones that'll attack you or anything like that, so you're pretty safe playing with it. You won't get attacked by nasty stuff. Okay. Now... Ooh. That's not ideal. Also, what the... That grabbed me a lot of stuff I didn't want. How long is this going to take to grind down by hand with this tool? It's going to take a little while. Let's go like this. The design is so slim because I just didn't have the materials to go bigger. That's sort of what I'm going to work on now. As I'm thinking, we'll lose the drill, extend out the back and go out to 6 wheels, and then extend out to the side and maybe add another set of wheels over there so that we've got a nice wide and long wheelbase. I've never done that sort of approach with large grid. In fact, maybe we'll just start simple and we'll just add some rear wheels first. We're going to need some suspension strength though. 3x3 left, yep. Hey, the wheel's even placed. Nice. Was not expecting that. Well, I should have room for a refinery now, actually. And I've got the parts. Oh, yes. I need to build a refinery and a proper assembler on here, don't I? Do I do this? Refinery. Assembler. Refinery. Do I just place it like that? I guess so. Because then I can put the upgrade modules on it too. Ah, go away. Because that would work. And then I could go with the proper assembler like that. Then with a conveyor tube. Oh, actually, I'd probably just go another cargo container so I can have distributed cargo as best as possible. That'll work. bit more stable, a bit... Yeah, I think this'll do. Yeah, I'm reticent to go with heavy armor on this because of the weight cost. So if I did go heavy armor with everything, I probably wouldn't be able to get up slopes. So it really has a downside from that point of view. Yeah, I should probably put batteries and stuff at the front. Or maybe even if I can... Yeah, I could do that. Maybe if I do this. Da-da-da. Grind you out. Put that. Why can't I grab you? No. There we go. And then put cargo down here. At least that's going to put some cargo at the front of the vehicle. Yeah. Yeah. Pharrell. Well played. What kind of design am I going for?
Inventory
Vaguely
full.
functional, I suppose? I can't really think of a better descriptor than that. Oh. Oh. No. If I build this, it's going to make my life a lot simpler. Stream's on 3 hours 15. Did I go into the floor by the doors yet? No, not yet. There we go. Now, let's production, basic assembler. Let's cancel everything. Inventory, basic. That's not how you spell basic. Get everything out of it. I'm going to grind it away. It's the basic assembler. Just gets in the way. There. Now I can do what I wanted to do, which is production. Blocks. What the? Build planner. Hmm. Had not paid attention to that. Wheel. There we go. Now we got enough for everything. I've got so many metal grids now with this heavy armor that I should be fine for cobalt, pretty much. I got very lucky with what this ended up being. Because attacking something that was made out of heavy armor really worked out. So I don't really care whether I find cobalt underground anymore. I did get MDA. I did get some small welders from the cargo container. some character welders.
Inventory
Oh.
full.
Heavy armor grinding down sucks. Oh, I am not gonna be covering this rover in heavy armor. I would not be able to move. The weight would just make it impossible to get over most slopes.
Inventory full.
And we haven't even gone through the worst. In fact, we've gone through the easiest of terrain so far, I think.
Inventory full.
It will eventually get wider, I'm just not doing it quite yet. Oh, hang on. What am I doing this manually for? Welder. Yeah. Lazy. Lazy, lazy. Jump panel on. Ooh. Nice. Did not think I would have the refinery. Oh boy. I'm gonna need to finish those wheels so they've got some suspension strength. Oh, I would. Splitsy, what are you doing? Wait, use converter off. There we go. It's stuck in the middle, so I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm just going to turn it off so that we use the better... Ooh. Hydrogen.
Fuel
Hydrogen.
low. Fuel critical.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can I get to the front? Oh, I don't have a drill. No.
Fuel critical.
No. Oh dear. I'm gonna have to hand drill some ice. Maybe I can pop drills off to the side, at the front here. Oh, no, maybe one. Maybe I put a drill in the middle. Where could I? Oh, I could replace the refinery with a drill that's in the middle. If I move the gyroscope. I deliberately made the gap between these wheels and these wheels shorter. Because I just kind of like that look, and it seems to, balance-wise, be something that's relatively easy to drive, and it's my favoured build strategy at the moment. Alright, let's grab some ice. This is the problem with the hydrogen engine, is that while we've got the battery to fill up, keeping some ice spare for the hydrogen bottles to fill is challenging. I'd kind of have to turn one of them off, and I don't really want to do that. Okay. Where can I access? I have to go to that one. There we go. Bottle in, ice in. Alright, let's move this gyroscope to right next to it, may as well. I'll save a lot of effort.
Inventory full.
It's still relatively centered since this thing weighs a ton. Yeah, probably could get some benefit out of replacing the bottom spine with heavy. I now need to... if we do this... That should... Let's just go all the way around just to make sure I don't mess something up, since I want to get rid of that block in the middle. And I'm thinking... No, drill goes the next block above. Drill replaces refinery. Yeah. And that should be at about the same height as the old one, so it should still be able to collect a little bit of ice as we go around. And generally drag on the ground and cause clanging noises. Ha ha ha. I think I just used up all my stuff for my wheels. Alright, that is better. I'm happy. I'm also terrified by the fact that I've only got unbuilt steel plate here. At some stage I will replace this with heavy armor, I'm just not going to do it yet, because I want to get moving again. I've sat still for too long. Yeah, I'd be in a lot of trouble if trees caused damage. A lot of trouble. I mean, I'd probably drive differently if they did cause damage. I wouldn't quite take the risks that I do. Strith, you make a very good point. I need another connection there. Let's do this. If I had lost the drill, the whole rover would have split in half. That would have been very bad.
Inventory full. Energy low.
Oh yeah. That's a bit more rigid. And also unnecessarily spread out cargo. But it works. The last thing I want to do before I move on is pop a couple of turrets on here. So let's get some interior turrets. I'll never be able to get missiles because I'm sticking with just rovers, which means no space, which means no platinum, and also no uranium. Unless I manage to get some from one of the bases that I attack, if I attack more bases, which I almost certainly will because it's fun. Oh, bad idea! Oops. Nobody saw that. You didn't see a thing. I didn't just do that. Oh, yeah. Maybe I should replace the flight seat with a cockpit. Actually, I might only put 20 magazines in case they get destroyed. That'll mean I won't lose as many magazines. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of gonna look good on the front. Plus, in theory, it should allow me to drive with myself in first person. Yeah, I might pop another couple of lights on this thing. Display. Alright, we need to have... Oh yes, I can put them on the side. And I suppose I could just put a spotlight directly on top of the cockpit. That should work. Did I repair you? I did not.
Energy low.
Yeah, it may be the first thing that's going to hit anything in the way, but it's a good view. And as was pointed out, it is accessible from the ground. So if I rework it, I should also be able to make it piped. So if I get rid of this block that's in the middle here and put some other cargo containers and things around, I should be able to connect myself up nicely to the piping system, which will help reduce the likelihood of me messing up and running out of hydrogen. Alright, quickly grab the valuable stuff from here. Ugh. And this, people, is why I like time lapses. So I hate making you sit through this stuff. Oh, I've still got tons of space. Stuff. Oh. Nice. None. Okay, before I run out of hydrogen again. Stop being a dope and use the drill on the Rover. Okay, we need handbrake, park brake. We need turret on off, turret on off. And we need to go wheels. Add those two. Save. And these, ooh. Is that right? Nope. Got the left one wrong. Oh, dang it. Steering. Steering. That's better. I got the right one wrong. I can't remember left and rights, apparently. Now we just need to fix our height offset for everything. Set our strength to 15. Speed limit to 100. Actually 101 so that it fixes it for all of them. And now all wheels should be equal. We then need our drill toggle on off. Drill. Park brake off. Oh, and groups. Increase strength and decrease strength. Oh, we sink a lot further with 5% strength than we used to. Still very back heavy, unfortunately. I think that's always going to be a problem with the refinery where I put it. It really should have been more mid-bodied with that. How are we going for ice? We're getting some. Thanks, Wraith. Very much appreciate that sentiment as well. I do try my best to be mindful of the fact that you guys are there and I don't just go into my usual mode of building and grinding stuff. After all, it honestly, having people to get feedback from is kind of like the equivalent of that moment where you go, "Hey mom, look at this, look what I made," but with a whole huge audience of people to show it to, which is one of the best things about having the YouTube channel for space engineers, is that I've always got someone to show the stuff I do. Alright, that should be enough ice that I can get my hydrogen bottles. Oxygen bottles, who wants those? Yeah, that's a fair point, Scott. Fair point. Alright, am I going to lose these magazines? No. Here. Come on. I mean, I don't really need to grind down all this stuff, to be honest. Getting a decent amount of grids and stuff is fine. And I may regret later not having ground it all down, but I'll just grab the easy stuff for now, and then we're going to get moving. Because it is getting towards the end, and I would like to make some more forward progress before the end of this stream. So that next time we're in a new place, ready to start and get some more stuff done. Oh, speaking of next week, I will be streaming at the same time next week, but after that it's going to be a bit more variable what time this stream is going to be at, thanks to my roster for my other job. And I'll just basically tell you guys at the end of the stream before when the next one will be, so that you'll know and be able to, if you're available, come along and join in the fun. Yep, new cockpit. The DLC one. The first decorative DLC one. Because I kind of like it. I haven't actually used it until right now. I don't need to carry all that ammo. Thanks, Aaron. Oh, what am I doing? Alt middle mouse. Alt middle mouse. Come on, Splitsy. You're better than this. You can remember some things sometimes. So at the rate we're going, I'm going to estimate this would take about 12 streams to get to the equator. Anyone want to take that bet on? Yeah, this is why people use Bob on streams. It would have helped here. And saved a lot of this hassle. If I do take on another base, I'm so just going to add some grinders to the back of the vehicle and just grind it out directly, but I thought this was going to be quicker than it has ended up being. Although I did spend most of this time building stuff onto the rover, not emptying out stuff, so it's not too bad. Corey, you can interact with it. They changed that, because understandably a lot of people got upset about that aspect of it. It is nice that Keen listened to everyone getting upset, understandably upset over that. Alright, that's most of the good stuff. I'm not going to worry about those batteries. I don't really need them. I know they're probably full of power and that would be nice, but it's kind of fun having to deal with the power issues. And it's going to be interesting when I run out of easily accessible ice, having to deal with that. Hopefully by then I'll have charged up the batteries fully, but it'll mean it'll be like running from ice lake to ice lake. Thanks, Neroth. I hope it's either not genuine sick leave, so you're enjoying yourself, or you get better soon. Alright, a few more grids and then we're out of here. Well, I flipped my rover twice, yet I've still managed to get in just under 4 hours from survival pod to proper assembler and refinery on large grid rover.
Inventory full.
That's actually kind of further than I thought I might have gotten. And next time, I'm almost certainly going to be adding... Even if I don't do it right at the start, maybe halfway through, I'll add the mod that's going to make the drones start to attack me, even while we're on the move.
Inventory full.
No, there's nothing restricting me from using solar. I just am at the pole and in the dark most of the time, so I'm not expecting to get much power from it. But yes, I can definitely add solar later, and probably will do. Alright, that'll do. I'm bored of doing that. How many grids have I gotten? Grid. 430, 200... Yeah. That will do. If I need more later, I will take on another base. Alright, lights. Maximum range. Maybe not quite so intense. Maybe we'll go 3. Spotlights. Maximum range. Yep. You're so right? This is definitely one of those situations where the journey is going to be all the fun, because there's not really anything down at the South Pole. There's nothing interesting to see. But it should be fun trying to get there. And I should probably give myself some more suspension strength now that I'm on my way. I'm on my way. You don't want me to try and sing? It's bad. Hey, I'm still collecting some ice. I want to try something. Stop. Good. Do. That's 5. Yeah, probably could do the windmill thing, but I would then also need to have a landing gear to lock down somewhere, and I'm not sure where I'll add that. But for now, that helped a little bit, I guess. Yeah, it's something. It helps. I have now turned this thing into a hammerhead shark of sorts. Yeah, I figure I keep the H2 engine going until I have a fully charged battery, largely so that when I get rid of the so that when I'm out of the ice area, I've got a fully charged battery. Because at the moment it's so easy for me to get ice that I may as well make hay while the sun shines, sort of thing. This feels a bit more stable than before. A poor cube shark. Ah, you can't do a landing gear on a piston because that would mean that the landing gear would be on a subgrid, and it would be the subgrid you'd have to add the turbines to, which you could do, but wouldn't really be all that effective. Although maybe it'd be better, to be honest, now that I think about it. If you're able to... I'll have to think about that one. Because then you could move the whole rig up and down, which would be able to get it out of the way while you're driving. Interesting. The rover is very much not symmetrical. But once I start adding some upgrade modules to the refinery, it'll start looking a bit more symmetrical. At least at the rear. Oh, it is very much nighttime now. I have no idea what is in front of me here. Yeah, I bet I'm always going to have problems with those front wheels. Still heading south. How far have we gotten from the original marker? Let's see if we can get to 10 Ks before the day this stream is up. It's 1 kilometer over the next 10 minutes. That should be doable. Maybe, hopefully. If I come to a blind-ended valley, so a dead end somewhere, I will have to figure out a way to go up and over. Because I think that'll be more fun than just driving around. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Extra wheels helpful there. Yeah, the detector's functional and at max range. I probably don't need it on now, to be honest. But yeah, maybe I'll leave it on anyway. I've got plenty of power, I don't need to worry about it. Yeah, 10 kilometers. So, ooh, that's something I'll do before next time. Next time, before the next stream, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and make a GPS marker that is the North Pole, so we know how far we've come. Because I think that's will be a nice thing to be able to keep track of. And then I should probably set up a poll so you guys can guess how far you think I'll make it in a stream where I might get attacked. Yeah, I'm unlikely to need gold because I'm not going to be building any reactors, therefore don't need superconducting components. Although, do I need them for efficiency modules for the... I do, don't I? I will need to pick up some gold at some point. Rats. Did not think of that. Yeah. Oh. If this rover gets big enough, what I would love to do, for those of you that have seen the latest episode of Escape Unlikely, in the time lapse at the end, you see the, and I sort of showed Capac that that's steep. That'd be very steep. What the? I'm glad I didn't go down that. That might be a good point to stop on, actually. I'm going to have to deal with that next time. I want to get across there. I'm either going to have to... I'm probably just going to end up building a bridge, to be honest. But what I'd really like to do is have some sort of bridge layer on the vehicle itself. Something that folds out, much like that ramp that I've got on the rover in Escape Unlikely. I can fold it out, lay it down, drive across it, and then pick it up again. That would be seriously cool, I think, to have a bridge layer. Yeah, the rover in Escape is enormous. But this will get there, probably. So, next time, we will attempt to bridge this gap. And probably some other things, and probably some flipping and fighting and all that sort of stuff. There's all that. And plenty more to come. And I will hopefully see you guys then. Cliffhanger ending. Nicely done. Nicely done.